Well, good morning, my friends. Santa was very good to me this year. Got a new camcorder. Actually, the one that I received wasn't working, so it had to be returned. And rather than get the same one that I received, I ordered something that was next step up on the cameras. But also, surprisingly, I got a Sorby texturing tool. Comes with 3 different tips. And I've already gave it a test run with this particular tip. I don't think this is something I'm going to be changing very often. I think once I find the one that I like the best, it will probably be staying on this tool. Now, you know that I make a lot of tools, and somebody actually made a comment that those wood turners somehow get the shaft when we buy tools, because you can pick something up similar to this for leather texturing at $7, and this is $150. Well, I can tell you, there's got to be a huge difference, other than just the fact that it has to have a good bearing inside of this. The ruggedness of this tool really tells you that it's not made for you to do stitching on leather. This is heavy duty. I will show you the little link, the picture above me over here on this side. Actually will be a little test in the piece that I had in the shed that came out here, and I did a 2 o'clock turning on it. When I say 2 o'clock, it has markings on it, so you know, I put it to number 2 on the right and just traveled it, and it did a nice texturing for the first time. Reversing it exactly the opposite, I know it would give me a hash mark. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be turning a vase. And I'm going to be adding a little element with this tool to it, and we'll see how it works out. this piece. I'm gonna like the colors that are going through it. Yellows, reds, orange. I'm gonna keep this little piece of bark on here just for a little added character to it. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. Got a little fine tuning. I think I'm gonna keep the foot just the way you see it here. A nice slim looking vase to the whole thing. Let that dry up a little bit. And if you got a piece that's missing a bark or something, you can always fill it in with a little bit of sawdust from the same wood. And it's better than that sharp edge that you would have otherwise from the transition of the bark to the wood if it's missing. And in this case, there was a little missing void there that I don't want it to be missing. Put the sawdust, pack it in, and then leave it high and set it up with CA. Give it a minute. Give it a minute to dry up, and you should be good. I got a pineapple skin on this. Nice effect. The hash marks are going in through this cut right here, so I want to eliminate that. I don't particularly care for that. I'm clean here, clean here. Just going to take a little bit off on this area right here and get rid of those little marks there. Well, I mean, this is my second attempt, and I'm not 100% thrilled. I mean, I like the design, but I got a little bit of overlapping lines. So I gotta work that out. I don't know if it was the fact that I was going back and forth. So I'll have to play with that and see exactly what happened here. But you can see that I got a very light line, and then when I started going a little bit heavier, it maintained. But I think that first line was just barely scratching the surface. So therefore the tool might have shifted on me and not follow its path. And of course I did that on both of these lines. So definitely have to work that. Well, here's test 2 with the Sorby texturing tool. First one was not on video. It's just a small box I had laying around here, and I tried it in one direction, which looked pretty nice. And I showed you the picture, at least the picture before. And this one, wanted to give it a full review of the tool. I gotta admit, sometimes you just can't make it yourself. You gotta go out and splurge and spend that little extra, because it does give you a wider, broader range of what you typically do with a very simple thing, just one tool. And here it is. It's a hash mark pattern done on this face. Now this face on its own has some pretty nice character. The colors that are going through it are pretty amazing. I really like this. I got some bright orange specks going through here. I got yellow hue going in here, going into the orange, and then this spiral coming up. Really made this piece pretty nice. This just took it away. On this particular piece, it's such a nice piece of wood that I don't know if this made a huge difference, but it made it what it is, regardless whether you like it or don't like it. It would have been still a nice vase, but it just becomes a different vase. What I did is I basically kept two borders the same width. I did not measure them, but they're about 1.25 inches each. And then I went with a 1/2 inch ring around. So it starts off from the bottom, from the foot itself, 1/2 inch up, then 1.25 inches, 1/2 inch, 1.25 inches, 1/2 inch, and then the top had this bark conclusion that I did not want to interfere with. So I kept everything towards the base. The inside looks pretty good too. The finish is not bad. Yeah, you can go in there and feel it with your finger, but I am not going to be hiding this away from anybody that wants to stick their finger inside if they so desire. I kept it a little bit on the heavier side. So the walls are pretty much the thickness that you see over here, maybe 1/4 inch, a little over 1/4 inch, all the way through. And it just adds a little weight to it. The bottom is not buffed up, to a high shine, but it's basically putting it up on the bottom of the lathe and getting rid of that nub, because to me this is the finished piece, is what you see, not what's on the bottom. The bottom, the only thing that's important over there as far as I'm concerned, is the signature, and that will be coming up next. Thanks for watching. Thank you. And if I don't put anything up before then, Happy New Year, my friends. Take care. Good luck.